All right, hello, this is Marie Diaries, and I'm here to do video number 3 in regards to Sandra SOLLIE, 38, at the time when she went missing, May 23rd, 1994, with her being 6.5 to 7 months pregnant, and she went missing with her dog. I haven't seen nothing that said what her dog name was. Um, but I'm doing this today, the last day of May 31st, 2025. She went missing back in May of the 23rd of 94. I left off at clarifying the full card. Seeking help came out. So somebody, whoever this person, they felt like they was needing to cross a barrier. I feel like that's confirmation because the Two of Swords also came out under the High Priestess. Then you have crossing the barrier that came out under the Fool in reverse. This person didn't want to go forward with her, I feel like. It's something about unrequited love. Like she might have had more love for the person in the relationship and the whole thing, the baby, the person, all of that, and they didn't feel that way about her or something, or because they felt like I'm getting like she might have been stopping, she might have been in the way of something, or been in the way of something that they didn't want to change or something like that. I don't know. But back of the deck, you got Solitude, the Nurse, Reconcile, Capulet. I left off at that. Capulet is fatherly love, controlling dogmatism, time to say goodbye, farewell. Yeah, you got wooing, seek, search, encounter, chase. Behind that is forced marriage, loss of freedom, excessive interference. So they, whoever this was, they could have felt like they was gonna lose their freedom with with a contract they was gonna have to go through with her. Because behind forced marriage, you got kiss with rings, and then you got appointment. Yeah, they was resisting, or they was resisting. Again, this could be that they wanted to get her out of the picture, and they needed to get her and the dog out of the picture, ooh, or it's a slight that maybe she just didn't want to go further with the whole the whole relationship with whoever she with. But I'm doubting that that's the case. I feel like they wanted to get her out the picture, her and the dog. They wanted to get her out the picture. And again, like I said in the last video I just did, dogs are humans' best friend. Yeah, something about a house that just flipped over real quick. But I'm going to actually use another deck before I get into the mixed oracle deck that I have. I also want to use my new names oracle deck, handmade oracle deck, and I do want to use my oracle basket too. So this might have another, this is the third video, so this might be a video 4 and 5 to this. Let's see what comes out from this mixed tarot oracle deck right here. Let's see what comes out from here. Something about social media could be significant. I know that social media was not present at that time in 1994. It was computers, because I did get a computer. I forgot what year it was exactly. So I think 94. I probably was like in what, fourth or fifth grade or something like that back then. 94. That's like 3 years after my mom passed away in 91. Yeah, 3 years after my mom passed. Three years. This happened to her. She went missing 3 years after my mom passed away. Her birthday is 4 days before my mom's birthday. They both was born in the same year too. Yep. Something about the evil eye. So somebody was giving her, could have been, or was giving her the evil eye. Clarify the sun in regards to Sandra SOLLIE and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. What do we need to see from this deck? Oh, that came out fast. We got the chakras coming out. We got lust. Behind that is expectation. Again, I said in video 1, I felt like she might have got assaulted too while she was pregnant. So that could be, it might be, I don't, because I don't, again, well, they don't even know where her, they still haven't found her, so. Everything about this reading is alleged, all right? Something could be the truth, something could not be the truth. Everything could be the truth, everything could not be the truth. But this is the energy of what's coming out in the cards, all right? So don't shoot the messenger, shoot yourself. Don't shoot the messenger, shoot yourself. This is the reading. And I don't mean that literally. As I'm saying that, you got commitment coming out. You got innocence coming out. I mean, at the back of the deck. But I'm not ready yet. But let's see. Now, what do we need to see to clarify this energy out here in regards to Sandra? Secrets. Secrets just flew out with 4 of Swords, hidden enemy. So there is something about a hidden enemy. Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles energy keep coming up. Or is it Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles? Clarify the Sun card in regards to Sandra Solely and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. Clarify the Sun. What do we need to see to clarify the Sun? 2 cards just came out. The Sweetheart with Lovers. Page of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. What about, clarify the Pisces or the Moon in Pisces. Clarify the Moon in Pisces in regards to Sandra Solely and her going missing. Clarify the Moon in Pisces. We got Healer, Earth Angel, Divine Masculine sticking out. We're going to try that again. Clarify the Moon in Pisces in regards to Sandra Solely and her going missing. Clarify the Moon card. Okay, Evil Eye comes back out again. You also have the 7 of Pentacles that came out in the reverse. So at the top, in the beginning of the reading, the 7 of Pentacles is in the upright. Now it's coming out in the reverse. That is in Pluto and Scorpio. Pluto talks about destroy to create. Scorpio talks about transformation and secretive. Somebody was being secretive, like I said, that they didn't want to give up something. Because again, under the 7 of Pentacles in the upright, the Tower came out in the reverse with the Ace of Pentacles in the upright and the 8 of Wands in the upright. So they needed to do something fast because they felt like they was running out of time. Look what's at the back of the deck. I'm trying to wanting to turn that in the upright. But look what's behind it. Now, I ain't even been using the deck. I just started using the deck. And look, unexpected money is trying to pop out. So I'm going to actually turn this in the upright. I'm going to put that back behind that. And we're going to see if these going to come out. 7 of Pentacles just came out in the reverse also. Clarify the High Priestess in regards to Sandra Solely and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. We got the Devil in the reverse. Yeah, somebody didn't want the responsibility. Capricorn talks about responsibility and discipline. Wheel of Fortune at the back of the deck because they felt like they had to gain something. They felt like I felt like they felt like she was in the way of something or she was going to stop something. Wheel of Fortune, emotional pain, um, jealousy, envy, and you got Jezebel. So I don't know. Like I said, that was coming up to me. I don't know what her life was or what she personally really had going on. have no clue. Something about rising star could be significant. Clarify the Fool in reverse in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. Clarify the Fool, or yeah, clarify the Fool in reverse in regards to her going missing. Clarify the Fool in reverse. You got the Magician coming out with Enamor. Heavy in this Gemini energy coming out. And you also have Enamor that came out. Achievement. Somebody definitely feel like somebody seeked help. Somebody seeked help in doing what they did because they didn't want to claim the responsibility of the new chapter that was coming in regards to her having this baby with them, the family dynamic, and all that so forth. Yeah, you got a mature woman, and they could have been juggling her with somebody else. Mature woman, Two of Pentacles, or she could be this mature woman, and there's something about Two of Pentacles. What's at the back of the deck? Emotional manipulator. So somebody was definitely a emotional manipulator. What else to clarify the Sun in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994? What else to clarify the Sun? Confusion, illusion at the back of the deck. So, what did that come out with? The Lovers came out with the Sweetheart. Lovers is in Gemini. And now you got Transition coming out. So there could be something significant about a Gemini. Because clearly I know that she was a Sagittarius. Her birthday was December 10th, 1995. What do we need to see to clarify this moon energy with the evil eye? Clarify the moon with evil eye in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing. The King of Swords just flew out. King of Swords is in Libra and Pluto. Again, Pluto talks about destroy to create. Jupiter talks about gaining something, luck, expand, abundance. I don't know why I'm saying Jupiter, but actually Libra talks about relationships and balance. That's what I was meaning to say, but I said Jupiter talks about luck, expand, abundance. It also talks about gaining something. So somebody felt like she was interrupting them gaining something. Yeah, they was most definitely a hater, and they caused some kind of conflict or chaos or something with her, or they used somebody that was a fire sign. All right. I'm getting there could have been some kind of chaos conflict over the phone or something like that, because we know I feel like we know that a lot of these social media platforms was not around. They were not around in 1994. And behind that is the Seven of Pentacles. There could have been a lot of okay, look, now how did this end up in reverse now? The same cards popping up. How did that end up in reverse now? I swear that I'm just shuffling them the same way. I'm trying to keep them in the camera. So somebody could have had a family with her and somebody else. Like I said, it's giving me the whole energy of that first 48 that I watched. Like that man literally didn't want and the lady was pregnant too. That's the crazy thing about it. That 48 hours, the firefighter got the lady pregnant. She was like a month or something before she was due. And the people at his job, where he worked at the firehouse, they had no clue that because he never talked about his personal life and stuff like that. He never talked about it, so they had no clue that he had a whole nother, like, I guess, family or whatever. But yeah, he needed to get the woman out the picture, so that shit was crazy, so diabolical and so messed up. It's like you could have just left that lady alone. Why would you even mess with her anyway? And then nothing. Why would you get her? I just don't understand some stuff sometimes. Like, but then you needed her to pay for you wanting to get rid of the whole problem, the situation. But man, that's how you know people is selfish. And it's making me think about two other ones. It's making me think about that one that I'm thinking about. Then it was another one that I'm thinking about. Now it's another one that I'm thinking about. And they all got the same kind of um stuff going on. Yeah, high honor, wish, secrets come out. Dang, page of cups. All of these literally just fell out as I'm thinking about this, talking about this. And it's like these people, even if it's a female that's doing it, because now it's thinking, make me think about the one I just watched like a couple days ago, and it was a female that actually wanted to get away with doing something. Why do people be thinking they gonna get away with this stuff? Somehow you gonna end up getting yourself caught up and found out. Like what? Even if it might take 20, 30 years, it's gonna come to the light. It's going to. And you just thinking that you just whatever. Even after you gone and you think that you good, it's still gonna come to the light. In some way, shape, or form, somebody gonna end up still paying for that. That's what they need to well, let me shut up. Cause ooh. Mm. And it's just so cruel though, like how men be to women. And you'll sit up here and be with this woman all this time, however short or long it is. You'll sit up here and be with these women all this time, and then you want to get mad because you don't want to be with her no more, but you can't be brave enough and stand in your own skin and tell her that you don't want to be with her no more, but you rather get rid of her than deal with it and be the man that you're supposed to be, because you know you be the man when you be in the in laying down with them, with the female. You the man all day then. But until she get pregnant, oh, you just don't know what to do, or oh, I can't deal with this. You know, they turn into a freaking child again. Like that don't make no sense. No kind of common sense. Clarify the high priestess for this energy in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. Clarify the high priestess. You got occupation that's coming out in the reverse. Clarify the high priestess with occupation coming out in the reverse. Clarify the Fool in reverse in regards to and I didn't even get the shuffle yet, but I'm gonna try again. And look what's sticking out. The Emperor is under the High Priestess. The Emperor is under the High Priestess, Justice, King of Wands, Emperor with the Three of Wands, Two of Swords. Clarify the Fool in reverse in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. Clarify the Fool in reverse. You got ancestors that's coming out. What else to clarify the Fool in reverse with ancestors? What else to clarify that in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing? What else to clarify the Fool in reverse in regards to her going missing May 23rd, 1994? We got unexpected money that came out. Unexpected money. And we also have passion. So somebody had a lot of passion with getting some unexpected money when it pertains to her. Yeah, we got black magic at the back of the deck, but I feel like the twin flame is just giving like there was somebody else that could have been connected to not her, but somebody whoever was like supposed to be or was the father, the father figure of the child. All right, but you have self love that was turned over in the deck because I'm really feeling like whoever this person that she was dealing with or had this child with or was supposed to have this child with, they didn't want to go on with being in a relationship with her or something like that because you do have unrequited out here. Um, and she just was chosen, and she was choosing to just keep going on with the, with her life and the pregnancy and everything, and that could have made them, that could have peed them off or whatever, or yeah, something like that. Yeah, look, rich girl, which is giving me like the Queen of Pentacles. I also see Page of Cups that's sticking out. So is it like her baby was, that just came out as I'm trying to say that, but I was going to say, I wonder if her baby was going to be a water sign because again, you got Pisces and Cancer out here. And I believe those two signs, the dates of those, let me see, hold on. All right, so Pisces actually is February 20th to March 20th. So she wouldn't have been due then, but let's see. Cancer is what? Okay, so Cancer is June 22nd to June 23rd. So that's possibly she would have been due. You also have Leo out here, which is July 24th to August 23. So I really feel like she would have had her child between Cancer season or Leo season. Because again, they said when she went missing, they were saying she was between six and a half months pregnant, 6.5 to 7 months pregnant. So yeah, I feel like she would have been due between Cancer or Leo season. But again, it's giving me like somebody wanted to not go further with this relationship with her, and they felt like she and the baby was in their way in regards to whatever else or something like that. Again, it's also kind of giving me like somebody could have literally, I don't know if she was far along enough where people be doing that, where they be doing that whole thing that you hear about in stories where people be doing that with pregnant people. And I don't want to talk about that, but the Two of Swords is coming out. Let's do another roll to clarify this energy in regards to her. Yeah, something about a false documents, information, and statements, agreements. We got the Nine of Cups coming out with that. Ooh, oh. Hold on. All right, let's clarify the Sun again in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. What else to clarify the Sun for this energy out here right now? Clarify the Sun. You got self-love coming out by itself. Yeah, so she was in this, and I feel like she was in this energy of just continuing, pathway. Yep. Maybe that's why it came out earlier with that deck. Wow. Somebody then, they could have already told her that, like, oh, I'm not going to be there for the baby or something like that. So she just decided to just continue on with her and the child and stuff. Like, maybe because, I don't know, one of the articles I've seen, I don't know if that, I believe that was her father. They've been, they've been reposting the story every year on her anniversary of her going missing. But the article, that one was dated, I think it had her father in the article or something. I think that was 2022. And then I think I just seen the other one, or I don't know, it was another one. It wasn't the same one. It was something with her nephew or somebody. Um, yeah, for a while she could have just been. I don't know if she at the time when she went missing. I don't know if she was living at home with one of her family members, or was she living with whoever she was supposed to have the child with. But you literally have these at the back of the deck. You have the Four of Wands, Twin Flame. And then you have thief. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, mature woman. What's behind mature woman? Travel. So that's abandonment. So maybe there could be a possibility that she's alive, but or it's just giving me somebody that's giving me somebody following her. It could have been a female following her. Yeah, it definitely could have been that, or it could have been both people, a man and a woman. The High Priestess comes out, Seven of Cups. Clarify the moon in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. Clarify the moon card with the King of Swords. Two of Swords comes back out again with House at the back of the deck. So this person was, whoever this King of Swords, they was undecisive. Because you got that coming out twice. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Alright, so yeah, the Two of Swords energy is coming out like 3 times. Because you got crossing the barrier. That's under the Fool in reverse. You got the Two of Swords that came out under the High Priestess. Yep. Trying to think where else. Okay, so it's just, yeah, that the Two of Swords energy must be just out here 3 times though. But now at the back of the deck you have the House with change. You also have the Four of Pentacles, third party situation, ascending, and conflict. Hater, Five of Wands, and then behind that is social media. But again, we know, and then look, behind that is Ice King, which is, that represents the King of Swords. I was going to say, which we know social media was not present like it is now. In 94, it was not present like it is now. Clarify the High Priestess in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. Clarify the High Priestess. Okay, so we have a few cards coming out. Legal is at the back of the deck. Oh, we got that intuition card, imprisonment, and then we have the Chariot. So it could be, it's something about 2 people, 2 other people or something like that. I mean, we do have the twin flame that came out under the High Priestess with Dark Deal. It says love at first sight, misunderstanding, Dark Deal, the Devil in reverse with the twin flame in the upright. Behind legal, you got legal, mature man with love spell, and then you have blocked. But let's see. Clarify the High Priestess in regards to this energy, in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing. It just flew off to the side over there. False. Documents, information, statements, agreement. We're going to clarify that again. Clarify the High Priestess with false documents, information, statements, agreements in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. Clarify false with the High Priestess. You got innocence. Back of the deck, you got bondage, Empress, secrets, divine masculine, karma, boss, King of Pentacles. You also have the Three of Cups that's sticking out. Behind that, you got message. Give me another card to clarify false documents, information with innocence with the High Priestess in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. Okay, so now you got the Two of Cups coming out. So I'm undecided if I should take it because how it fell. Should I take it in the upright or in the reverse? I feel like I should take it in the reverse because I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it in the reverse. All right, so that's and then the Knight of Wands. So it's like this person just wanted to be. They wanted like something about they wanted to just have their options open or something. Somebody just wanted to have their options open, and maybe they could have been feeling like they felt like she just was messing up their flow or they what they had going on. Like I said already, you got Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, basically with Boss. Then you have Karma, Divine Masculine, Secrets, Empress, Bondage. So I don't know. Did he have whoever this is? Did they have her and somebody else pregnant at the same time? Clarify the Fool in reverse. Clarify the Fool in reverse in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. The Knight of Wands comes back out. Or again, like I said earlier, maybe somebody could have felt like, or maybe I don't know if she came out and said something like she didn't know who the father was, but I'm definitely getting like it could be either one of these scenarios or situation, or I think I done said 3 different situations, so it could be out of the 3 that I've said. Hater is at the back of the deck. Hater, conflict, third party situation, lust, and expectation. Unbothered is behind that. So you got hater, conflict, expectation, or excuse me, third party situation actually, lust, and then expectation. So yeah, wow, yep. Clarify this Knight of Wands with the Fool in reverse in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. Clarify the Fool with the Knight of Wands. You got the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is in Scorpio and Venus. Hater. So I'm getting like somebody would, or maybe she didn't want to continue the relationship with them. Maybe she just wanted to do like a co-parenting thing, or maybe she felt comfortable with just going on, like I said, with just being her and the child. If somebody did reject her or whatever, and they didn't want the whole family type situation thing, because the Nine of Pentacles is in Scorpio and Venus. Scorpio talks about transformation and secretive. Venus talks about love, beauty, and peaceful. All right. What about this Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles with the Fool in reverse in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994? Courthouse just came out with chakra and false narrative. So there was definitely, maybe that was in upcoming, there was some kind of legal situation, or somebody was wanting to take her to court, or because I mean we did have the King of Swords, there go the Four of Pentacles at the back of the deck, or she was planning on doing that and maybe somebody found out, or she probably end up telling this person. I see 555 on the alarm clock. We got chakras with the World splitting the deck. Should I do one more row? I feel like I should do one more row and then go to the other deck. 34 minutes. Okay, we're gonna go to like what I went to 30 something minutes the other video. Clarify the Sun again in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. What else to clarify this Sun for the energy out here? You got the Knight of Cups coming out in the reverse now. Knight of Cups is over there at the end. Somebody didn't want to take an offer. Somebody that want to take an offer, because you got the Knight of Cups at the end under the Fool in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, but now you got the Knight of Cups coming out again in the reverse. So at the end it's coming out in the upright under the Sun. In the first row is coming out in the reverse. Somebody was undecisive of what they want, but I don't necessarily feel like it was her. I feel like it was whoever was supposed to be the father. Now it could be a possibility that it might have been more than one person. Yeah, look, 10 of Cups at the back of the deck with the World and the Divine Feminine and Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is out there under the moon. Nine of Cups. So she is definitely giving me, like, if somebody rejected her and they didn't want to go forward with the whole family relationship type thing with her, I feel like she was comfortable with just going on with her just being her and the child, and I guess taking this person to court for, like, you know, support or maybe even a divorce or something. I don't know. Yeah, you got surprise at the back of the deck. Clarify the moon in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. Yeah, endings just came out with 8 of Cups. Hidden enemy at the back of the deck. So there is something about a hidden enemy. There's an element of a hidden enemy to her. I feel like somebody that she didn't see, maybe she didn't, I want to say, see coming or something like that. What's at the top of the deck? 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups, what? Message. Queen of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. 4 of Wands. Thief. Something behind the 4 of Wands, though. I feel like I missed a card. Okay, 5 of Swords, 4 of Wands. Twin Flame. Okay, let's clarify the High Priestess. In regards, clarify the High Priestess, 2 of Cups in reverse. With the, well, let's just clarify the High Priestess with the 2 of Cups in reverse. Clarify the High Priestess with the 2 of Cups in reverse in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. Clarify that. 5 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like she was trying to come out of, she was giving some, basically giving somebody the deuces. Whoever this air sign is, heavy on the air energy. So we know I know she was not an air because her birthday is on her flyer that says her birthday. So she's obviously a Sagittarius. So somebody could have been possibly a fire or air sign, or there was a fire and air sign included. 9 of Cups at the back of the deck. She was definitely trying to come out of some conflict with a male energy. Again, there definitely could have been something significant about something about and pertaining to a false narrative. All right, gift. I see. What's that? Because somebody could have wanted her to be in poverty, and now you got a 10 of Pentacles also wanted to come out. Clarify the Fool in reverse with the courthouse in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. Karmic Feminine in reverse. So she wasn't this karmic feminine that's coming out in the reverse, but somebody was making her look that way because it's something about a false narrative or something. You got 4 of Pentacles at the back of the deck. What else to clarify? Fool in reverse with Karmic Feminine in reverse in regards to Sandra Solly and her going missing May 23rd, 1994. You got Intimacy, Attachment, and Expectation that came out with Legal. Wow. So somebody had an expectation with this false narrative to take her to court or however it go, but you do have that and you have that. All right. People definitely probably wasn't really, maybe, let me take that back. People been doing this love spell and all that type of stuff for a long time, for years, centuries. But it might not been really, it might have been kept a secret or secretive, but splitting the deck with Legal and Strength. Yeah, somebody had a lot of strength, or they had a strong feeling that something was going to change. Oh, cards just fell, but that's showing itself now. Somebody had a lot of strength and or a lot of that they was gonna, a stronghold that they was like with her being in this court energy for taking her to court or wanting something over her or whatever like that. Yeah, look, Ice Queen with the hangman. Or maybe they felt like she was trying to do that, or there's something about another person, or it's definitely something about a third party energy, or however that resonate. I don't know if this is a another lover, somebody platonic, a family member. I don't know what it is. Yeah, we got rich girl at the back of the deck, which is like the Queen of Pentacles. Back of two decks, you got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles.